Welcome to today's video, where we delve into the art of showing your true worth without uttering a single word. Imagine walking into a room and commanding respect through your actions, presence, and mindset alone. This isn't just charisma, it's a philosophy rooted in timeless wisdom. Today, we'll uncover how the teachings of Stoic philosophy can empower you to silently yet powerfully demonstrate your value to the world. Together, we'll explore how self-mastery, emotional control, and quiet confidence can speak louder than any words ever could. Whether in personal relationships, your career, or life's unexpected challenges, Stoicism offers profound insights into embracing strength through silence. Ready to transform how you relate to the world and to yourself? Let's dive in. Imagine yourself on a beautiful spring morning, walking alone through a serene park where life is in full bloom. The air carries the subtle fragrance of fresh blossoms, and the soft rustling of leaves accompanies your footsteps. The sun shines gently, casting a warm golden glow, while a refreshing breeze dances across your skin, reminding you of the simple joys of existence. You pause for a moment, your gaze resting on a family of ducks gliding effortlessly across a quiet pond, their movements a testament to the natural harmony that surrounds you. In this tranquil setting, there's no need for conversation or explanation. The way you carry yourself, calm, composed, and present, radiates a silent strength. The world doesn't require declarations or affirmations of your worth, it's evident in your every move. The serene expression on your face, the steadiness of your breath, and the ease with which you embrace the moment, all speak volumes without a single word. As you walk past others, they feel your quiet energy. They see the unspoken confidence in your posture, the peace in your eyes, and the humility in your demeanor. Some may smile, inspired by the calm you exude. Others might wonder about the source of your inner balance, drawn to the invisible yet powerful presence you carry. This is the essence of demonstrating your worth through silence, allowing your authenticity to shine naturally. It's not about proving yourself to anyone or seeking validation. It's about living in alignment with your values, embracing who you are, and letting your actions reflect your true character. Each step you take in this park is a testament to the harmony between your inner world and the external environment, a beautiful dance of authenticity and mindfulness. Silence, when paired with genuine actions, becomes a profound form of communication. It shows that your worth doesn't hinge on loud proclamations or superficial achievements. Instead, it resides in the way you treat others, how you respond to challenges, and how you remain grounded in both triumphs and setbacks. Your silence is not empty, it's filled with meaning, depth, and purpose. This approach is not just a way of being, it's a way of inspiring. By demonstrating your worth quietly, you remind others that they too can find strength and peace within themselves. You lead by example, showing that actions truly do speak louder than words and that authenticity has the power to connect us all. So, as you continue your walk through this peaceful park, remember that your silent presence is enough. It's a testament to your inner harmony, your confidence, and your profound connection with the world around you. Let this moment be a reminder that sometimes, the most powerful statements are made without uttering a single word. Stoic philosophy teaches us that a person's true worth is not found in wealth, status, or the opinions of others, but in their ability to navigate life's adversities with grace and resolve. It invites us to turn inward, recognizing that external circumstances are beyond our control, while our responses to them lie entirely within our power. This fundamental principle shifts the focus from what happens to us to how we choose to react, enabling us to find freedom and resilience in the face of life's inevitable challenges. At the heart of Stoicism is the cultivation of virtues, courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice that serve as the foundation for a meaningful life. Courage empowers us to face difficulties head-on, refusing to be paralyzed by fear or doubt. Wisdom helps us discern what truly matters and make decisions aligned with our core values. Temperance teaches us self-restraint, ensuring that our desires and actions remain in balance, while justice calls us to act fairly and with compassion toward others. Through these virtues, we learn to demonstrate our worth not through empty words or superficial displays, but through consistent, meaningful action. A Stoic person does not need to proclaim their integrity, it is evident in their behavior. They remain steady in the face of criticism and humble in moments of success. This unwavering commitment to moral excellence inspires trust, respect, and admiration, as it reflects a deep alignment between thought, word, and deed. Imagine encountering someone who embodies these qualities. They are calm amidst chaos, deliberate in their choices, and compassionate toward others. Their presence alone radiates an inner strength that speaks louder than any words ever could. This is the power of living in accordance with Stoic principles, a quiet yet profound demonstration of one's true worth. By embracing Stoicism in our daily lives, we uncover a source of inner strength that transcends the fleeting concerns of the external world. It allows us to weather criticism without anger, face failure without despair, and pursue success without arrogance. This strength does not come from denying emotions or hardships but from understanding them, accepting them, and responding to them with wisdom and purpose. In a world often obsessed with appearances and achievements, Stoicism reminds us that true fulfillment lies in the pursuit of moral integrity. It challenges us to focus not on controlling others but on mastering ourselves. As we consistently strive to act with virtue, we become living examples of self-mastery, embodying a life of purpose, peace, and resilience. Let this philosophy serve as a guide in your own life. Seek courage in the face of fear, wisdom in moments of confusion, temperance when desires run wild, and justice in all your dealings with others. These virtues are not only the path to demonstrating your worth but also the key to unlocking a life of deeper meaning and unshakable contentment. In the end, our worth is not determined by what we possess or how we are perceived, but by the strength of our character and the legacy of goodness we leave behind. This is the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, an invitation to rise above life's trials and embody a kind of excellence that stands as a beacon of hope and inspiration for all. By seeking to cultivate the virtue of moderation in your daily interactions, you reveal a profound strength that speaks louder than any display of excess or indulgence. In a world often driven by extremes, whether in consumption, ambition, or emotions, the ability to remain grounded and balanced is both rare and deeply inspiring. Moderation becomes a silent but powerful declaration of your commitment to a life of purpose and integrity, transcending the superficial allure of fleeting pleasures. Imagine being in a bustling marketplace filled with noise and distractions. While others rush to acquire more than they need, driven by impulses and societal pressures, you move with intentionality, choosing only what aligns with your true needs and values. This quiet discernment not only sets you apart but also demonstrates your inner clarity and strength of character. It shows that you are not swayed by the current of external validation or the pull of momentary satisfaction. Moderation does not equate to deprivation. It is not about denying yourself joy or pleasure but about finding harmony between your desires and your higher self. It teaches you to savor life's blessings without being consumed by them, to appreciate abundance without greed, and to enjoy success without arrogance. By embracing moderation, you show the world that happiness is not found in having everything but in knowing what truly matters. This virtue extends beyond material possessions. In your relationships, moderation fosters patience and understanding. It allows you to listen without dominating, to give without expecting in return, and to love without becoming overly dependent. In conversations, your words are measured, thoughtful, and impactful, reflecting a mind that values depth over noise. These subtle yet profound actions convey your worth far more effectively than boastful declarations ever could. When you prioritize moderation in your daily life, you embody resilience. You resist the constant bombardment of advertisements urging you to consume, the societal pressure to compete relentlessly, and the internal urge to chase after instant gratification. Each choice rooted in balance becomes a testament to your self-control and your unwavering commitment to living authentically. Through moderation, you also foster a sense of peace within yourself. By avoiding the chaos of extremes, you create a stable foundation from which to navigate life's complexities. This stability radiates outward, influencing those around you and inspiring them to reflect on their own habits and priorities. In this way, your moderation becomes a quiet ripple that extends far beyond your own life, encouraging others to find their own balance. Imagine the impact of a life lived with such intentionality. Your actions become a living example of what it means to align with one's values. Each decision, big or small, carries the weight of your principles, showing the world that strength does not lie in excess but in restraint, not in accumulation but in understanding sufficiency. Ultimately, living a life guided by moderation is a declaration of your independence from the fleeting distractions of the modern world. It is a way of saying, without words, that your value is not tied to what you own or how much you consume but to the wisdom and intentionality with which you live. It reflects a profound sense of self-awareness and a steadfast commitment to cultivating a life of meaning and purpose. Let moderation be your guiding star, a compass that helps you navigate the noise of the world with clarity and grace. By doing so, you not only enrich your own life but also illuminate a path of balance and fulfillment for those who observe your journey. In moderation lies the key to true freedom, happiness, and enduring worth. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a turbulent sea, with waves crashing violently against the shore. This storm mirrors a great challenge in your life, one that stirs your soul and threatens to overwhelm your spirit. Yet, instead of succumbing to fear or despair, you take a deep breath and plant your feet firmly in the sand. You choose to face the storm with unshakable calm, much like a Stoic who sees every hardship as a test of inner strength. This choice is not born of indifference but of a profound understanding that while you cannot control the storm, you can control how you weather it. As the wind howls and the waves rise higher, you remind yourself of the principles that guide your actions: courage, resilience, and wisdom. You do not deny the magnitude of the challenge before you, but neither do you allow it to dictate your emotions or actions. Instead, you center yourself in the present moment, focusing on what can be done rather than what cannot be changed. This calm determination becomes your anchor, holding you steady while the storm rages on. Imagine those around you watching in awe as you stand firm amidst the chaos. Your composure becomes a source of inspiration, showing them that strength is not measured by the absence of struggle but by the grace with which you navigate it. By refusing to panic or lash out, you embody a quiet courage that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. Your actions demonstrate that true worth lies not in avoiding life's tempests but in confronting them with dignity and resolve. In this moment, you realize that adversity is not your enemy but your teacher. It reveals the depth of your character and the reserves of strength you never knew you possessed. Each challenge you face becomes an opportunity to grow, to refine your values, and to solidify your commitment to living a life of purpose. The storm, once a symbol of fear, transforms into a proving ground for your inner peace. You carry this sense of tranquility beyond the storm. It becomes a part of who you are, shaping how you approach every obstacle that comes your way. You learn that true greatness lies not in the absence of struggle but in the ability to remain steadfast and centered regardless of the circumstances. This resilience not only empowers you but also uplifts those who witness your journey. Imagine reflecting on this experience in the quiet of a still morning, long after the storm has passed. You realize that the calm you maintain was not just a response to external events but a reflection of an inner peace you have cultivated over time. It is a peace rooted in the understanding that while you cannot control the winds of life, you can always choose how you set your sails. By choosing calm over chaos, strength over fear, and wisdom over impulse, you demonstrate your true worth to the world. You show that greatness is not found in fleeting victories or external accolades but in the quiet confidence of a soul at peace with itself. You inspire others to face their own storms with courage and composure, proving that inner tranquility is not just a state of mind but a way of life. So the next time you face a challenge, remember the storm. Remember the power of unshakable calm and the courage it takes to stand firm in the face of adversity. Let your actions speak louder than words, showing the world that your inner peace is a beacon of strength, guiding you and those around you through even the darkest of times. Imagine yourself standing at a crossroads in life, faced with a challenging situation that has left you feeling vulnerable and uncertain. It would be easy to point fingers, blame others, or shift responsibility onto external circumstances. Perhaps the temptation arises to rationalize your actions, to seek comfort in excuses that shield you from the weight of accountability. But instead of succumbing to these impulses, you take a deep breath and choose a different path, a path marked by courage, honesty, and self-awareness. In this pivotal moment, you realize that true strength lies in owning your role in the situation. You acknowledge that while external factors may have played a part, your choices and actions also shape the outcome. This realization does not lead to self-recrimination but to a deeper understanding of yourself and the opportunity for growth. Taking responsibility does not mean burdening yourself with guilt, rather, it means recognizing that you hold the power to change, to adapt, and to move forward with purpose. As you confront the challenge, you discover an empowering truth. By taking charge of your own narrative, you free yourself from the chains of victimhood. You no longer wait for others to fix the problem or for circumstances to change in your favor. Instead, you step forward with determination, becoming the architect of your own solution. This proactive stance not only transforms the way you approach adversity but also sets an example for those around you, inspiring them to embrace responsibility in their own lives. Imagine the ripple effect of this choice. When you demonstrate the courage to take responsibility, you foster trust and respect in your relationships. Others see your willingness to admit mistakes and face challenges head-on, and they admire the integrity you embody. Your actions convey a powerful message, that true value is revealed not in perfection, but in the resilience and accountability you show when things go wrong. This journey is not without its difficulties. Taking responsibility often means confronting uncomfortable truths and making changes that challenge your comfort zone. It may require you to have honest conversations, to reevaluate your priorities, or to let go of patterns that no longer serve you. But with each step you take, you grow stronger, more self-aware, and more aligned with your core values. As you navigate this process, you begin to see adversity in a new light. Instead of viewing challenges as threats, you see them as opportunities for growth and transformation. Each setback becomes a chance to refine your character, to build resilience, and to strengthen your commitment to living with integrity. By embracing responsibility, you turn obstacles into stepping stones and setbacks into catalysts for personal evolution. Through this lens, success takes on a deeper meaning. It is no longer defined solely by external achievements or the absence of failure. Instead, it becomes about the person you are becoming, the courage you display, the lessons you learn, and the impact you have on the world around you. True value, you realize, is not about avoiding mistakes but about how you rise from them and what you carry forward. Imagine reflecting on this journey in a quiet moment of introspection. You see how each challenge, each decision to take responsibility, has shaped you into a person of depth and authenticity. You feel a sense of pride not in being flawless but in being steadfast, in choosing to face life's complexities with an open heart and a resilient spirit. By choosing responsibility over blame and action over passivity, you demonstrate a profound truth, that our greatest power lies in how we respond to the challenges life presents. You show that true worth is not measured by external accolades but by the strength, integrity, and wisdom that emerge from within when we choose to lead our lives with courage and accountability. Imagine weaving empathy and compassion into the fabric of your daily life, allowing them to guide your actions and interactions with others. Picture yourself in a moment of quiet observation, noticing someone burdened by the weight of their struggles. Instead of walking away or merely sympathizing from afar, you choose to step forward, offering your presence and understanding without expecting anything in return. This act, though small in the grand scheme of things, radiates an undeniable strength and demonstrates your worth in ways words never could. Stoic philosophy reminds us that true greatness is not confined to overcoming personal challenges, it is also found in the depth of our connections and the care we extend to others. Empathy is the bridge that connects us to the experiences of those around us, allowing us to see the world through their eyes. It invites us to step outside of ourselves, to pause and truly listen, not with the intent to reply, but with the desire to understand. Imagine the power of listening to someone share their story and seeing the relief that washes over them because they feel truly heard. Compassion takes empathy one step further. It transforms understanding into action, urging us to contribute to the well-being of others, even when it requires effort or sacrifice. Imagine noticing a colleague overwhelmed by work and offering to share their load, or comforting a friend facing a difficult time with words of encouragement or a silent hug. These acts, though seemingly simple, create ripples of positivity that extend far beyond the moment, touching lives in profound and lasting ways. Empathy and compassion also teach us humility. When we open ourselves to the emotions and struggles of others, we are reminded of our shared humanity. The walls of judgment and ego begin to crumble, replaced by a deeper appreciation for the resilience and vulnerability that make us all human. Imagine a world where everyone approached each other with this mindset, where kindness and understanding were the default, and every interaction became an opportunity to uplift rather than criticize. In practicing empathy and compassion, you don't just support others, you also nurture your own soul. These virtues enrich your life with a sense of purpose and connection that no material success can provide. Picture the satisfaction of knowing that your kindness brought light to someone's darkness or helped them find the strength to carry on. This inner fulfillment is a testament to your character, a silent but powerful declaration of your worth. Even in the smallest acts, holding the door for a stranger, smiling at someone who looks downcast, or offering a sincere compliment, you demonstrate the profound impact of compassion. These gestures might seem insignificant in isolation, but they contribute to a world that feels a little less cold, a little more connected. Imagine how your consistent acts of kindness create a legacy of goodwill that inspires others to do the same. Stoic teachings also remind us that compassion is not weakness, it is strength under control. It takes courage to open your heart in a world that often prioritizes individualism and self-interest. Yet, in choosing compassion, you become a beacon of hope and humanity, encouraging others to embrace their better selves. Imagine the ripple effect of your actions, how one kind deed can inspire another and another, creating an ever-expanding wave of goodness. Imagine a day when you reflect on your journey, recognizing the countless lives you've touched through your empathy and compassion. You'll see not only how these qualities have enriched the lives of others, but also how they have shaped you into a person of depth, grace, and resilience. This reflection reveals a profound truth, that true worth is not measured by accolades or possessions, but by the love, kindness, and understanding you share with the world. Empathy allows you to feel the joys and sorrows of others as if they were your own. Compassion compels you to act on these feelings, transforming empathy into meaningful support. Together, these virtues make you a source of comfort and strength in a world often marked by disconnection and indifference. So, imagine practicing empathy and compassion every day. Whether through grand gestures or small, consistent acts of kindness, you demonstrate your worth in a way that transcends words. In doing so, you don't just reveal your inner greatness, you also contribute to creating a world where humanity thrives, where people feel seen, valued, and cared for. This, perhaps, is one of the highest callings we can answer, and it starts with a single, thoughtful choice. Imagine yourself standing before a towering mountain, representing a great challenge in your life. Its peaks seem insurmountable, and the path ahead is littered with obstacles. Yet, instead of shrinking back, you take a deep breath, plant your feet firmly on the ground, and decide to climb. This act, this choice to move forward despite the fear and uncertainty, is the essence of courage and determination, a reflection of the Stoic ideal. In Stoic philosophy, challenges are not seen as barriers but as opportunities to test and refine your inner strength. Each step forward, each rock you climb, represents a triumph over doubt, fear, and hesitation. Picture yourself pausing on the trail, looking back at how far you've come, and feeling a sense of pride, not because the journey is easy, but because you chose to take it on. True courage lies not in the absence of fear, but in the decision to press on despite it. Now imagine others watching you on this journey. Perhaps they too face their own mountains, their own daunting paths. Seeing your resilience becomes a source of inspiration for them. Your determination to confront adversity head-on sends a powerful message. Challenges are not meant to break us, but to build us into something stronger. Through your actions, you become a living example of bravery, encouraging others to find their own inner strength. Every obstacle you encounter on this climb is a lesson in disguise. A sudden storm tests your resolve, a steep incline demands patience and persistence, and a narrow ledge teaches focus and balance. These moments, though difficult, are the very essence of growth. Imagine yourself embracing these trials, not with resentment, but with gratitude, knowing that each one is shaping you into a more resilient and capable version of yourself. Courage, as the Stoics teach, is a virtue that grows with practice. Imagine standing at a crossroads, faced with the choice to retreat to the safety of the familiar or to venture into the unknown. Each time you choose the latter, you strengthen your ability to confront fear. It's not about being fearless, but about acting in spite of the fear, proving to yourself and the world that you are more than capable of rising to the occasion. Think of a time when you overcame a significant challenge in your life. What did it teach you about your own capacity for resilience? Reflect on the strength you discovered within yourself during that time, and imagine carrying that strength forward into every new challenge you face. This is the Stoic mindset, seeing each difficulty not as a punishment but as a gift, a chance to grow. As you continue your climb, imagine reaching a plateau where you can pause and reflect. The view is breathtaking, and the air is crisp. Here, you realize that the journey is as important as the destination. The lessons learned, the strength gained, and the courage tested along the way are what truly define your worth. This moment of clarity reinforces your belief that you are capable of facing any challenge life throws at you. Consider how this mindset impacts not only your life but also the lives of those around you. Your unwavering stance in the face of difficulties becomes a source of hope for others. They see your bravery and are reminded that they too can overcome their fears and confront their own challenges. Imagine the ripple effect of your actions, how your courage inspires courage in others, creating a wave of resilience and determination. The Stoics believed that challenges are necessary for growth. Without them, we would remain stagnant, unable to discover the depths of our potential. Imagine approaching each difficulty with this perspective, viewing it not as a burden but as a chance to prove your strength and deepen your character. This shift in mindset transforms every obstacle into an opportunity for greatness. As you near the summit of your metaphorical mountain, imagine the sense of accomplishment and peace that washes over you. You've faced your fears, endured the trials, and emerged stronger on the other side. This journey is a testament to your courage, resilience, and unwavering determination. It's a reminder that no matter how daunting the challenge, you have the power to overcome it. Finally, envision carrying this lesson forward into the rest of your life. Each new challenge is simply another mountain to climb, another opportunity to grow and inspire. Remember, courage is not a one-time act, it is a way of life. By choosing to face your fears and rise to every occasion, you demonstrate not only your inner strength but also your commitment to living a life of purpose and integrity. Let your courage shine as a beacon for others. Show the world that true strength comes from within, and that every challenge is an opportunity to reveal the best version of yourself. This is the Stoic way, to face adversity with grace, to act with purpose, and to inspire others through your unwavering example. Imagine yourself in a heated argument, where emotions are running high and every word exchanged seems to add fuel to the fire. Instead of engaging in the chaos, you take a deep breath, grounding yourself in the present moment. The urge to respond impulsively is strong, but you resist, choosing silence as your ally. This silence is not weakness, it is strength, a reflection of your inner wisdom and control. It's in this pause that you reclaim your power and allow clarity to guide your next step. In moments of conflict, silence becomes a space of reflection. By stepping back instead of reacting, you give yourself the gift of perspective. Imagine the tension slowly dissipating as you observe the situation with a calm and steady mind. You are not ignoring the problem, you are mastering it by refusing to let it control you. This calm composure, this quiet strength, speaks louder than any heated words ever could. Silence allows you to listen, not just to the words of others, but also to the emotions underlying them. By not rushing to respond, you demonstrate patience and emotional intelligence. You begin to understand the deeper reasons behind the conflict, uncovering fears, insecurities, or misunderstandings that fuel the tension. This awareness gives you the ability to respond with wisdom and compassion, rather than defensiveness or anger. Now, imagine the impact this approach has on those around you. Your calm demeanor in the face of turmoil becomes a stabilizing force. Others notice your ability to remain composed and thoughtful, even in challenging situations. They see your restraint not as passivity, but as a sign of maturity and strength. Your silence inspires trust and respect, showing that you value resolution over confrontation and understanding over being right. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. Picture yourself embodying this principle in every conflict you encounter. Instead of being swept away by the tide of emotions, you become the rock that remains steady and unshaken. This mastery of your reactions becomes a source of empowerment, proving that true strength lies within. By choosing silence, you create a space for meaningful dialogue. Imagine the conversation shifting as your calmness encourages others to lower their defenses. In this space, solutions begin to emerge, built on mutual understanding rather than heated exchanges. Your silence was not an absence of action, but a deliberate choice to create room for constructive resolution. Think of silence as a mirror, reflecting your inner peace and confidence. It signals that you do not need to prove yourself through loud words or emotional outbursts. Your worth is evident in your actions, in your ability to handle adversity with grace. This quiet confidence is a powerful statement, showing that you are in control of yourself, even when the world around you is in turmoil. Imagine carrying this lesson into every area of your life, not just conflicts, but everyday challenges as well. When faced with uncertainty, frustration, or criticism, your response is measured and thoughtful. You approach each situation with a clear mind and a steady heart, demonstrating your resilience and self-mastery. Now picture the ripple effect of your composure. Your ability to remain calm influences those around you, creating an atmosphere of peace and understanding. You become a role model, teaching others that silence is not a void but a source of strength. Through your actions, you show that wisdom is not about having all the answers, but about knowing when to pause and reflect. Even in moments when words are necessary, your silence beforehand gives your voice greater weight. When you finally speak, your words are deliberate, meaningful, and impactful. They carry the authority of someone who has taken the time to understand the situation fully. Imagine the respect and attention you command simply because you chose to listen first and speak later. In every conflict, there is an opportunity for growth, for yourself and for those involved. By mastering the art of silence, you transform adversity into a chance to demonstrate your character. Your calmness is not just a response, it is a statement of who you are and what you stand for. Ultimately, your ability to maintain composure in challenging moments reveals your true strength. It shows the world that you are not controlled by circumstances or emotions, but by a deep sense of inner peace and self-awareness. Imagine living every day with this mindset, facing every challenge with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth. In this way, silence becomes more than just a lack of words, it becomes a tool for connection, understanding, and resolution. It allows you to navigate life with a sense of purpose and integrity, inspiring those around you to do the same. By demonstrating your value through calmness and thoughtfulness, you create a legacy of strength and wisdom that speaks volumes, even in silence. Imagine yourself seated by a tranquil lake on a serene morning. The soft glow of the rising sun casts golden hues across the water's surface, where ripples gently glide like whispers of peace. The air is fresh, carrying the earthy scent of dew-kissed grass, and the distant melody of birds harmonizes with the rustling leaves. As you sit, you feel an innate sense of unity with the world around you, a connection that words cannot define. This is your moment, pure, untouched, and infinitely calming. In this stillness, you begin to notice the subtleties of life. The way the sunlight reflects like diamonds on the water, the rhythm of your breath syncing with the gentle waves, and the warmth of the earth beneath you grounding your spirit. You are not just observing nature, you are a part of it, a vital thread in its intricate tapestry. This realization brings a sense of awe and gratitude that swells within you, gently pushing aside the clutter of your thoughts. Mindfulness in moments like these is a gift to yourself. It allows you to step away from the chaos of daily life and rediscover the profound simplicity of being present. No past regrets, no future worries, just the now. In this sacred space of awareness, your mind begins to settle, like sediment falling to the bottom of a clear pond, leaving clarity in its wake. Through mindfulness, you access a wellspring of serenity that exists within you at all times. This stillness becomes a foundation for your interactions with the world, allowing you to approach life with a calm and measured spirit. You realize that the peace you cultivate in moments of solitude can ripple outward, influencing your relationships and daily experiences in meaningful ways. Picture how this silent presence transforms you. You become a beacon of calm for those around you. In a world where noise and distraction often dominate, your quiet strength and grounded nature draw others in, inspiring them to seek their own moments of peace. You don't need to speak of your mindfulness practice for it to be noticed, your actions and demeanor are enough. As you breathe deeply by the lake, you acknowledge that this moment of connection is not just a pause, it's a reminder of life's essence. The universe operates in a rhythm of balance and harmony, and by aligning yourself with this flow, you allow your inner light to shine effortlessly. There's no need for grand declarations or loud affirmations. Your silent appreciation of the present is a profound expression of your worth. Think about how this practice of mindfulness can weave into your everyday life. Whether you're walking through a crowded city, working on a demanding project, or sharing a meal with loved ones, the act of being fully present transforms these experiences into sacred rituals. You find joy in the ordinary and gratitude in the simplest of moments, reminding yourself that each day is a gift. Imagine encountering challenges with the same calm presence you feel by the lake. Instead of reacting impulsively, you pause, center yourself, and respond thoughtfully. This ability to maintain composure in adversity showcases your inner strength and resilience. It's not about avoiding difficulties but facing them with a tranquil mind and an open heart. Now, envision the impact of your mindfulness on your relationships. By being truly present with others, you offer them a rare and precious gift, your undivided attention. You listen deeply, not to respond but to understand. Your calmness becomes contagious, fostering trust and deeper connections. Through your presence, you encourage others to slow down and embrace the moment as well. Living mindfully is a journey, not a destination. It's about embracing each moment with authenticity, reverence, and gratitude. By doing so, you cultivate a life that reflects your values and your essence, showing the world that your worth is not defined by achievements or possessions but by your ability to live with intention and grace. As you sit by the lake, take one more deep breath, feeling the tranquility of the scene seep into every fiber of your being. Carry this sense of peace with you as you move through your day, knowing that you can return to this state of mindfulness at any time. The lake is not just a place, it's a metaphor for the stillness within you, always accessible when you need it most. In this way, the practice of mindfulness is not just a tool but a way of life. It teaches you to approach each moment, each interaction, and each challenge with a sense of presence and peace. And as you embody this mindset, you radiate a quiet confidence that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. By living each moment with authenticity and reverence, you demonstrate your worth in silence, radiating a magnetic presence that inspires everyone around you. The lake within you reflects the beauty of life itself, inviting others to find their own stillness and join in the timeless dance of the present. By internalizing Stoic teachings and applying the virtues of courage, equanimity, wisdom, and justice in your daily life, you are not just transforming yourself, you are also planting seeds of positive change that will ripple through the world around you. Each time you choose to live according to these principles, you strengthen your character and set an example for others. Over time, the practice of Stoic virtues becomes second nature, a guiding force that shapes your decisions, interactions, and outlook on life. The constant practice of courage allows you to face fears and uncertainties without being consumed by them. It empowers you to take bold steps forward, even in the face of adversity, knowing that true strength comes from confronting challenges with a clear mind and unwavering determination. Equanimity, on the other hand, offers you the peace of mind to remain balanced and centered, regardless of the external turbulence you may encounter. It enables you to weather life's storms with composure, unaffected by the chaos around you, knowing that the only true control lies within yourself. Wisdom, the foundation of Stoic philosophy, allows you to discern the difference between what is within your control and what is not. It helps you navigate the complexities of life with clarity, making decisions that align with your values and long-term well-being. Justice ensures that you act with fairness and integrity, treating others with respect and dignity, while also upholding your own principles. Each of these virtues, when woven into the fabric of your daily life, contributes to the creation of a strong, unshakable inner fortress. This inner fortress becomes your foundation, a place of safety and strength that shields you from the unpredictable nature of the external world. As you continue to embody these Stoic principles, you will notice that your reactions to life's challenges become more measured, and your perspective broadens. Instead of being swept away by emotional turmoil or external pressure, you respond with calm clarity and reason, always guided by your inner sense of right and wrong. By becoming a living example of Stoic virtues, you inspire those around you, even without speaking a word. Your calm demeanor in stressful situations, your fairness in dealing with others, and your unwavering commitment to personal integrity will catch the attention of those who are seeking direction in their own lives. As you show others what it means to live with purpose and consistency, you create a ripple effect that encourages them to also strive for moral excellence and authenticity. In a world that often values fleeting fame, material wealth, and superficial achievements, the true measure of your worth lies in your character. Stoicism teaches us that lasting value is found in the integrity and coherence between what we think, say, and do. It is in our commitment to living in alignment with our deepest values that we truly find fulfillment and meaning. True greatness is not defined by accolades or external recognition, but by the steadfast commitment to living with virtue and purpose, day in and day out. As you immerse yourself more deeply in the Stoic path, remember that the journey of self-knowledge and self-transformation is ongoing. There will always be new challenges to face, new lessons to learn, and opportunities for growth. But by staying grounded in Stoic teachings and remaining committed to living a life of virtue, you will continue to evolve into the best version of yourself. This is not just about personal growth, it is about becoming a beacon of light for others, guiding them on their own journey toward authenticity and wisdom. As you demonstrate your worth through the living example of a life guided by Stoic wisdom, you become a light in the darkness. Your actions, rooted in virtue and integrity, will inspire others to seek the true essence of being human. In a world that often seems lost in the pursuit of temporary pleasures and material success, you will become a shining example of what it means to live with purpose, honor, and a deep commitment to the greater good. The true value of your life is not measured by what you accumulate or achieve, but by the legacy you create through the way you live, love, and serve others. Imagine now, as you continue your walk through the park, you come across a quiet pond. The surface of the water is as still as a mirror, reflecting the vibrant blue sky and the towering trees around it. As you pause to take in the view, a sense of peace envelopes you. There is no rush, no need for external validation, only the simple pleasure of being present in the moment. As you observe the delicate ripples caused by a soft breeze, you realize that even the smallest movement in nature can have an impact, just as your actions can leave a lasting impression without ever needing to speak a word. In this stillness, you are reminded that true strength is not about loud proclamations or grand gestures. Instead, it is found in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are and living authentically. Like the pond, you reflect the world around you, but with calm and clarity, untouched by the turmoil of external forces. It is through this inner tranquility that you demonstrate your worth, through your actions, your presence, and the way you engage with the world. As you continue walking, you notice a few people sitting on benches, engaged in conversation or lost in their own thoughts. They glance at you, but there is no need for you to explain yourself. The way you walk, with purpose and grace, speaks volumes. Your quiet strength and composure communicate more than words ever could. You may never know it, but perhaps your calmness offers them a moment of peace, a reminder that they too can find serenity in the midst of their busy lives. This is the beauty of embodying your true essence. When you are grounded in your own sense of self, you no longer need to compete for attention or validation. You simply exist, and that presence is enough. It is through your stillness that you find connection with others, as they are drawn to your authentic energy. There is no need to boast about your achievements or explain your worth. The more you live in alignment with your true nature, the more your presence will speak for itself. As you leave the park, you may find that the world around you is quieter, more vibrant, and more in tune with your own inner peace. This is the ripple effect of living authentically. When you allow yourself to be present, to be connected, and to live in harmony with the world, you demonstrate your worth not through grand displays or external markers of success, but through the quiet power of your actions and your ability to remain grounded in the face of life's ups and downs. In this way, you become an embodiment of the values that matter most: serenity, grace, and authenticity. Your worth is no longer something to be proved, but something that simply radiates from within. The more you cultivate this inner peace, the more you inspire others to do the same. It's not about striving for recognition or approval, it's about living in alignment with who you truly are, and letting that quiet power transform the world around you. Stoic philosophy invites us to look inward and measure our worth by the strength of our character, not by external achievements or the approval of others. In a world that often values appearance over substance, the Stoic way is a refreshing reminder that true worth is built on the bedrock of virtue. When we face life's difficulties with patience, resilience, and mindfulness, we demonstrate a deep, unshakable inner strength that can't be swayed by the storms around us. Consider a moment when things don't go as planned, a challenging conversation, an unexpected failure, or a moment of personal setback. The immediate impulse may be to react, to vent frustration, or to let the situation define you. However, a Stoic approach invites you to pause. In that moment of pause, you can choose how to respond. By embodying virtues like wisdom and courage, you take responsibility for your reaction. Instead of getting swept away by emotions, you stand firm in the knowledge that your worth is not determined by the outcome, but by your capacity to handle adversity with grace and composure. This doesn't mean we deny the difficulties we face or suppress our feelings. Rather, it means we allow ourselves to acknowledge them without being consumed by them. For instance, imagine facing a challenging professional situation. Instead of letting frustration dictate your actions, you can remain calm, assess the situation with clarity, and make thoughtful decisions that align with your values. It's in these moments that true strength is revealed, not in loud words or visible accomplishments, but in the quiet, consistent adherence to principles that guide us even when no one is watching. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of self-mastery. It's easy to get caught up in external praise or the judgments of others, but true power lies in the ability to cultivate an inner sense of fulfillment that comes from living a life in alignment with our values. The Stoic path is not about perfection or being free from challenges, but about finding the strength to rise above them, to not be defined by our circumstances, and to maintain integrity in every decision we make. When we commit to practicing these Stoic virtues daily, whether it's by acting justly in difficult situations, applying wisdom in decision-making, or showing courage in the face of uncertainty, we begin to cultivate a character that is unshakable. This inner strength becomes the foundation of our true value, and it's reflected in how we interact with the world. The Stoic doesn't seek validation because their worth is already evident in their actions. They live with purpose, and through that purpose, they naturally inspire others to do the same. Moreover, by embracing Stoic teachings, we are liberated from the need for constant approval from others. We stop measuring ourselves by societal standards and instead focus on the internal development of our moral and intellectual faculties. In doing so, we create a life of authenticity where our thoughts, words, and actions are all aligned, creating a coherence that others can feel and respect. In this way, we become not just passive observers of life, but active participants, navigating through challenges with wisdom, integrity, and courage. It is in these small, often unnoticed moments that we demonstrate our true worth, not through accolades or external recognition, but through our steadfast commitment to living a virtuous life. Through this inner strength, we not only elevate our own lives but also set an example for those around us, encouraging them to rise to their own potential and face their own challenges with the same resilience. By incorporating Stoic philosophy into our lives, we transcend the fleeting nature of external approval and begin to create a life that is grounded in lasting principles that are capable of withstanding the tests of time and circumstance. This is the true meaning of demonstrating our worth, not through grand gestures or empty words, but through the quiet consistency of our actions, rooted in the virtues of wisdom, courage, and justice. Imagine walking through a bustling city, surrounded by people rushing to fulfill their desires, distracted by the noise of constant consumption and the chase for instant gratification. In this fast-paced world, the ability to maintain balance and act with moderation stands out like a calm oasis. Instead of getting swept up in the urgency of the moment, you choose to remain centered. This quiet decision to live with intentionality, to resist the temptation of excess, speaks volumes about your character. Moderation is not simply a matter of avoiding excess, but about creating space for deeper reflection. It is about choosing what truly matters to you and prioritizing those values above the distractions that often cloud our judgment. For instance, consider a moment when you are faced with a tempting purchase or the pressure to indulge in something that does not align with your long-term goals. Instead of giving in, you pause, breathe, and make a conscious choice to align your actions with your principles. This is not deprivation, it is an act of self-respect. In a society that constantly tells us to want more, to achieve more, and to consume more, moderation is a quiet rebellion. It is an act of strength to resist the noise and stay true to yourself. By embracing this virtue, you not only build an inner fortress of self-discipline, but you also send a message to the world that true fulfillment is not found in excess, but in the simplicity of living in harmony with your values. Every time you choose moderation, whether in food, in spending, or in how you manage your time, you demonstrate the power of restraint. You are not a slave to your impulses, but the master of your choices. This quiet mastery of self speaks louder than any flashy display of wealth or success. It is a subtle, yet powerful way to show your value to the world. Your ability to act with balance reveals that you have a deep understanding of what truly matters, and this understanding becomes the foundation of your worth. Living a life of moderation does not mean denying yourself joy or pleasure, but rather finding fulfillment in the simple and meaningful. You begin to cultivate a life rich with purpose, guided by your inner compass, where every decision reflects your commitment to authenticity and clarity. By choosing this path, you not only enrich your own life, but you become a living example of strength and wisdom for others to follow. Through moderation, you show that it is not what we acquire or display, but how we live and align ourselves with our true values that truly defines us. In every moment of adversity, you have a choice. You can give in to the pressure, reacting impulsively, letting your emotions dictate your actions. Or, you can choose the path of a Stoic, to pause, to breathe, to align yourself with wisdom. Think about a time when you faced a setback at work, when relationships seemed uncertain, or when the future felt clouded with doubt. In those moments, the world might have seemed unpredictable, but your reaction, your inner stance, was the only thing you could control. Imagine the calm you would feel when you embrace a situation with courage and clarity, rather than succumbing to fear or frustration. You begin to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. Each storm you face, whether in your personal life or your career, is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of your growing ability to endure with grace. You can choose to transform the tension and discomfort into strength by remaining composed and focused on what truly matters. As the storm rages around you, the people in your life, your friends, family, colleagues, will notice your demeanor. Your unshakable calm will stand out like a lighthouse in the dark. It's in these moments of tension that your true worth is revealed. You become a beacon of light for others, offering them a silent example of how to remain steadfast amidst their own struggles. Your actions speak louder than words, showing them that it is possible to face adversity with poise and resilience. True greatness, as the Stoics teach us, does not come from external validation or victories. It arises from the ability to remain calm and composed in the face of life's uncertainties. It's not about controlling everything around you, it's about mastering how you respond to what's beyond your control. Every moment of calmness you choose to embody, especially in the midst of life's storms, is an act of profound strength. When you maintain your inner peace, you demonstrate to yourself and to others that no external circumstance has the power to shake the foundation of who you are. You begin to realize that real freedom comes from within, from the ability to remain true to yourself, regardless of what the world throws your way. Your resilience becomes your silent declaration to the universe that you are unshakable, grounded, and unwavering. As you continue on this journey, you'll find that with each challenge faced with stoic calmness, you grow not only in resilience but in wisdom. Every trial becomes a stepping stone to greater emotional mastery. And in the end, when you look back, you will see a life lived not in reaction to the storms around you, but one that is centered, purposeful, and in complete alignment with your highest values. Through these moments of calm amidst chaos, you prove that your true power lies not in avoiding hardship, but in facing it with an unshakable inner peace that is impossible to disturb. Imagine standing at a crossroads in your life, where an unexpected challenge has forced you to face difficult decisions. You could easily point fingers, blaming others for the situation or letting the circumstances dictate your response. However, instead of yielding to the temptation of deflection, you take a deep breath, steady yourself, and take full responsibility for the choices that brought you here. You understand that growth comes not from avoiding difficult situations, but from confronting them head-on with courage and integrity. In this moment, you might feel the weight of responsibility pressing on your shoulders, but you also recognize that this is where true strength lies. By choosing accountability, you set yourself apart from those who would rather pass the blame. You demonstrate to yourself and to the world that your character is rooted in self-awareness, not in the blame games that often accompany hardship. It's not about the mistakes made in the past, but how you choose to take charge and learn from them that defines you. As you take responsibility for your actions, you gain a new perspective. You no longer see obstacles as burdens to bear, but as opportunities to sharpen your character. With each challenge, you become more equipped to handle life's uncertainties, not by avoiding them, but by learning how to move through them with grace. By owning your choices, you cultivate emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks without losing your sense of self. Consider the example of a person who, after a professional setback, decides to face the situation honestly. Instead of hiding mistakes or deflecting blame, they take ownership and work towards solutions. Their colleagues, instead of losing respect, begin to admire the courage it takes to be accountable. In that moment, this person becomes a beacon of integrity, demonstrating that true leadership is born from the ability to admit fault and take proactive steps to improve. This principle applies to every aspect of life, relationships, career, and personal growth. True strength is not about perfection, but about the willingness to learn from one's actions, regardless of the outcome. By embracing responsibility, you not only foster your own growth but also set a powerful example for those around you, showing them that true greatness is found in the quiet strength of accountability. As you continue to embrace this mindset, you'll notice that each challenge becomes less of an obstacle and more of a stepping stone. Every time you face adversity with responsibility and grace, you build the foundation for greater resilience and self-mastery. This is where true value resides, not in avoiding mistakes, but in the courage to learn from them and rise above them, more aligned with your true self. Your ethical stance and unwavering commitment to growth are what reveal your deepest essence, and through this, you shine as a living example of the power of taking responsibility. Imagine walking through your day with a heart full of empathy and compassion, noticing the struggles and joys of the people you encounter. It might be a friend who is silently carrying a heavy burden or a colleague who is overwhelmed by the demands of their work. Instead of rushing past them, caught up in your own world, you take a moment to pause and offer a kind word or a helping hand. This simple act of attention, of offering a safe space for someone to be heard, is a powerful demonstration of your inner strength. Empathy allows you to truly connect with the emotions of others, to feel their pain as your own and their joy as something to celebrate. It's the ability to step into their shoes without judgment, to understand their struggles without trying to fix them immediately. Sometimes, simply listening attentively to someone's words, offering a shoulder to lean on, or even offering a smile can make all the difference. These small acts of kindness are not just gestures, they are reflections of your character, of a deep inner peace that recognizes the interconnectedness of all human beings. Compassion, on the other hand, goes beyond understanding. It is the action that follows empathy. Compassion drives you to help others, even when it means sacrificing a bit of your own comfort. It might be offering help to a friend in need, volunteering your time for a cause you believe in, or standing by someone who is struggling in silence. These actions, though often unnoticed by the wider world, are the silent markers of a person who understands the importance of lifting others up. Stoic philosophy teaches us that our true worth is not measured by what we have or what we achieve for ourselves, but by how we impact the lives of others. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of contributing to the common good, of being mindful of others' needs, and of remaining grounded in our shared humanity. To be truly great is not to accumulate wealth or fame, but to create a positive ripple effect in the lives of those around us. In moments of personal crisis, compassion becomes even more vital. When someone is suffering or struggling, they may not need solutions or grand words of wisdom. Sometimes, what they need most is simply your presence. Being there for someone, showing them they are not alone in their pain, is often more meaningful than any advice you could offer. It's a silent demonstration of your worth, through your actions, not your words. By cultivating these virtues of empathy and compassion, you become more than just a person navigating the challenges of life. You become a beacon of light for others, offering solace, understanding, and support without seeking recognition. This type of living, where your inner strength shines through your kindness and presence, creates an environment where others feel safe to express themselves, where they feel understood and valued. In this way, the practice of empathy and compassion doesn't just change the lives of others, it also transforms you. As you give, you receive. By understanding and helping others, you expand your own capacity for love, patience, and selflessness. And in this growth, you continue to reveal your true worth, quietly, consistently, and beautifully, through the way you live and the kindness you show to those around you. So, as you continue through your daily life, consider how your interactions, both big and small, can demonstrate the power of empathy and compassion. With each act of kindness, no matter how subtle, you are planting seeds of connection, understanding, and peace that have the potential to grow into something greater than you might ever realize. In this journey, the true measure of your worth is not found in words or accolades, but in the depth of your heart and the actions that come from it. Imagine now a different scenario. You're at work, and a colleague says something that feels like a personal attack. The pressure builds within you. You can feel your body tensing, your thoughts racing, and yet, you decide not to respond immediately. Instead of rushing into an emotional reaction, you pause, taking a deep breath to center yourself. In that moment of stillness, you remember the importance of not letting your emotions dictate your actions. You remind yourself that no matter how much you feel provoked, your response is a reflection of your own inner state, not of the circumstances. As you take that pause, the initial rush of emotion starts to settle, and you begin to see the situation more clearly. Perhaps your colleague is dealing with their own challenges, frustrations, or insecurities, and their words are not truly about you. By choosing to remain silent and reflect, you give yourself the space to understand the bigger picture. This doesn't mean ignoring the situation, but rather responding with clarity and wisdom, choosing a response that serves your integrity rather than reacting out of impulse. In another instance, think about a disagreement with a close friend. You know the conversation could easily escalate into hurtful words. In that moment, instead of raising your voice or defending your point of view, you choose to listen. You actively listen, not just to the words, but to the emotions behind them. In this pause, you allow your heart and mind to align, seeking understanding instead of victory. By responding calmly and thoughtfully, you not only prevent the situation from escalating, but you also strengthen your relationship with your friend by showing them that you value the connection more than being right. This kind of composure doesn't come naturally, and it's not always easy to practice. It takes self-discipline, a willingness to understand rather than judge, and a commitment to respond with wisdom, not emotion. Yet, every time you choose to embody this calmness in the face of conflict, you strengthen your capacity for emotional intelligence. You show yourself and others that you are not easily swayed by the turbulence around you. Instead, you are like a rock standing firm against the waves, maintaining your integrity regardless of the storms that may pass. In these moments, silence isn't weakness, it's strength. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are in control of your responses, not controlled by the circumstances. It's in this silence that you can hear your own true thoughts, where you find the space to act thoughtfully and responsibly without causing unnecessary harm. And by embodying this stillness, you not only demonstrate your inner value, but you also set an example for others. People around you start to notice your calmness, your ability to navigate tension without succumbing to it, and it inspires them to do the same. Your actions, your ability to remain composed, to pause before reacting, speak volumes without saying a word. They reveal a person who values peace, who understands that real strength lies in restraint and measured action. This kind of approach, where you remain steady amidst the chaos, allows you to keep your sense of self and your dignity intact, no matter the external circumstances. By practicing this form of calm reflection, you demonstrate your worth not in grand gestures, but in the subtle art of maintaining composure in the face of adversity. It is this peace, this balance, that becomes a quiet power in your life. Thank you so much for joining me in this journey of reflection and discovery today. I hope these insights into Stoic philosophy and how we can demonstrate our inner worth in silence have resonated with you. Remember, true strength is often shown in the quietest moments, when we choose calm over chaos, wisdom over impulse, and peace over conflict. If you found value in this content, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please take a moment to comment below and share your reflections with us. Your feedback helps create a deeper conversation and allows us all to grow together. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an opportunity to explore more Stoic wisdom, practical advice, and transformative insights. Sharing this video with friends or family who might also benefit from this content would mean the world to me. Together, we can build a community of strength, mindfulness, and authenticity. Thank you once again for your time and attention. Until next time, keep striving to live your life with wisdom and integrity. I truly hope this video has given you valuable insights into how you can reflect your personal worth through your actions and choices. Remember, the way you live, aligned with your principles, is the truest measure of who you are. Every decision you make, every challenge you face, is an opportunity to demonstrate the strength and integrity within you. So, take a moment today to think about how you can apply these lessons to your own life. What small changes can you make to stay true to your values in the face of adversity? Whether it's choosing calm in a moment of conflict or showing kindness in silence, your actions have the power to shape not only your life but the lives of those around you. Thank you for watching, and I encourage you to start applying these Stoic principles today. The journey of living authentically is ongoing, but every step you take moves you closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. Cheers to your growth and see you in the next video.